you're back.
I'm happy to be back. Can you hear me?
Oh yeah, you sound good.
Okay, okay. How are you?
I'm doing good. How are
Congratulations.
you?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine.
And thank you for the congratulations. And also congratulations to you because your real life, because these people don't touch grass, your real life has been amazing, correct?
Yes, it has. Amen,
Yes.
amen.
Yeah, yeah. Put it closer to the camera. Let them see it.
I don't want them all up in my business, but you know.
So during this time off, like have you
Mhm.
kind of been seeing what's going on, or have you just kind of really been keeping your peace and like
I'm a little half and half.
mm-hmm.
I dip in when I could, take a little notes when I could, But for the most part, living my life, of course, you know.
Right. That's
Mhm.
important. You know, a
Yes,
lot of people don't realize that this shit can take you out mentally, take you out
yes.
because
I'm
it's
over here trying to see the comments.
oh
Hey
okay, yeah, it's
guys, I'm
what's going
sorry if
on.
I haven't been on here in so long. I'm
Oh, trying to
sorry.
get comfortable. No, no, no. Take your
I
time.
gotta
Don't worry.
smoke a smoky, take a little
Okay.
smoke break. But
Yeah.
yeah, I want to get your live being. But what you were saying, cousin?
Yeah, but trying to balance your real life and then having people try to come at you, people try to say stupid shit. Like it's a lot, It's a lot.
Yes, yes, it
But
has been a lot.
you were able to be all like, okay, well, fuck y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy my life. Like, how has it been for you enjoying life?
Well, a lot of people don't know, but you kind of know AT2. I've had a tough 3 years. It has been very hard. And honestly, I think that all of those things that happened, God wanted me off YouTube. I had other things to deal with. I had other things to focus on. And, trying to be on here arguing with ghosts and things like that, it wasn't the best thing for me to be doing. So, I focused on my family, of course, because that's what's important. And, you know, it's been a journey. And, you know, I'm looking to come back and see what's going on out here.
Right. And do you know what you want to do? Because you do a lot. Like you design, you know how to make things. Like you like literally. You don't even have to do like gossip or anything. You can do like crafts and making designer clothes. Like you really have a wide variety of talents. A lot of people don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is, and I'm going to talk about this when I do come back to YouTube, but of course you my cousin, so we could really chop it up. And you somebody that I've actually, spoken with on this journey that I've been away from YouTube, and, you've been a great cousin. Um, but when all of the drama started happening, my daughter moved out abruptly, and that was a big change for me. And I remember I went to two psychics because I was scared, So I went to two psychics, and one of them told me, and I don't know if she wants me to say her name, but it's Heart of Inspirations.
Oh, shout out
Yeah,
to Art Restoration.
shout out to my girl Heart of Inspirations. I did a reading with her, and she told me that I would be great in something. There's something great over my life. But she said that I need to walk away from the situation. It's not going to be, and don't, the things that I was doing was not going to get me where I needed to be. I needed to do something else. And, I realized that now, of course, after taking a break, I love, gossip. I love chatting, and, I'm messy. So I think I'll always kind of talk about things, because I like
Right.
doing that. I enjoy doing that. And, we're COVID babies, you and I. And I feel like we
Yeah.
created those safe spaces for people to come and just chat and gossip about other YouTubers because, so I still want to provide that space for people, but I think that there's something more calling for me with everything that I've been through. I have a lot more healing to do, and I'm hoping that I can do that with my audience, and maybe what I've been through can help other people, and I'm hoping that it does help other people, you know?
Yeah.
So,
And what do you miss the most about doing YouTube?
uh, being messy, of course. I be like watching stuff, like I be like, oh my, and cousin, you know, I be in there. I'm like, and who is this? And
Right?
we,
You like, who is this?
I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, who is this? It's like, and what's going on with this? Like, and I be trying to take notes and stuff, and then I see like the bigger YouTubers, and I be like, oh man, like, you know, and just even seeing you, cousin, and I tell you this all the time offline. I'm so proud of you, like, so proud of you, despite everything that was thrown at you. You like you know how to keep it moving. Like, you know, I feel like a lot of, you know,
Mhm.
although I feel like I met with some devils on this platform, I got entangled with some devils out here.
Tell
And
me about it.
although I've learned a very valuable lesson that I'm going to take moving forward, I want to say this now that there are friends on YouTube. I've also met some people who have supported me offline and grown with me and talked to me about things, and it don't even have to be about YouTube. And I'm so grateful for that. So, you know, I just miss being messy with my cousins and, you know, coming back telling them stuff that people were saying so we all talk about it and be messy about it. That's really, you know.
Yo, the panels were off the hook back in the day. I miss those panels. Like
Oh
the
man.
panels aren't the same anymore. Like it's just like a whole bunch of different. Like they try to make it entertaining now, but like sometimes I'm like, okay, this shit's getting boring. Like back in the day, the panels used to be off the hook because
Oh,
people weren't afraid to click the link. Now, cups, they're afraid to click the link. You be like,
oh, I
click the link,
know.
and they're afraid. They're like, oh, I don't want to click the link.
I
Come on now.
know. I
We
know.
want
Oh.
you to get on panel and yell at your foe or your enemy and get into it and entertain us. Like all this, I'm afraid to click the link and
Right.
like
All this, I'm too nice to click the link now. No, click this link right now. Get up here right now or drop your link for me. You better do
right,
one. Hurry up.
right. Sometimes I'll be like, well, damn, I'm gonna click the damn link.
Listen,
You
I
know,
definitely
like,
miss
like
those
yeah, I'm gonna
days.
click the damn link.
Right. Don't leave that stream your link around me, because you know one thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click it and I'm coming up and I'm like, what happened? What's
Right.
going on?
You know what the funny part is? I remember Cups, you used to call people out and they would be so afraid to click your
Mm-hmm.
link. Like
Oh
it's so
yeah.
crazy. Like, oh, you are this bad person, but yet none of them would ever click the link to actually
No.
approach. Like they was like
They're
they
like,
were
oh,
afraid.
they would just say that I'm a clout chaser or I'm so messy. And like, you know, the crazy part about it and all of this, just being able to sit back and watch a lot of things that has gone on. I'm like, I wonder all the people that was calling me messy and saying that I was doing this stuff. I wonder, what do they think now? Like, do you guys still think that I'm the messy person, that I'm the drama filled person? That, you know, or do you really see the true colors of the people that I told you that they was?
Right. Because you know, there's one person that um it's so crazy because I remember and mind you, I went in her chat and I had said hello and she was like, "Oh
Mm.
my god, AT2 is here!" And I'm gonna tell
Who?
you who it is. It's Treez. I went in
Mm.
Treez chat, right? And it was so crazy because I'm all like, I don't think she ever realized that basically she was used as a pawn for other content creators.
Right.
Like, because honestly, to tell you the truth, there was like a little back and forth between her, but I knew that she wasn't the main one. They used
Yeah.
her as a mouthpiece because she had a big mouth. So
Right.
okay, I'm gonna let her do everything, and basically they set her up to fail.
Right. Of course.
And now
And you
look
know,
at it, yeah, they set her up literally to fail.
the thing about it is I haven't really decided how I'm going to move forward with certain things, because like I told you last year on your last stream, it's always up and stuck with me. You know, you better
Yes,
believe if I got some lick back for you, you best believe I'm getting my lick back. We just don't know how it when and where, you know, and how and when, and that's all I can say. But, you know, as I reflect on some things, I said this in one of my videos before I even responded to her because, and it's funny that you say this, and I hope she's in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
Someone
Treez,
told
come
me
on out.
about, so yeah, so shake on out. Someone told me that she had did a live the other day and she was talking about me because she played my video in the live. And she
Mm.
said that she her problem with me was that I kept throwing shots at her. And that's how we started beefing. Is that what you remember, AT2? Do you remember me just coming out of nowhere attacking her?
No, I don't remember that. No, and that's the thing too, because I remember in the beginning, like she tried to say that I use. Remember the Sparkle Alley chick?
Mm-hmm.
She said
Yeah.
that I used Sparkle Alley to try to, and I wasn't like, no, that's not what I did. So no, I don't remember that. No, no, not at all.
So from what I could recall, and I'm only speaking from a person who have all my videos. I can actually go back. My channel is still here. Thank the Lord. Amen. Um,
Amen.
from what I can recall, I did a video saying why would Marcella be scared of avatars? And then there was a video that was then done about me. Treez played it on her channel. I was actually in her chat supporting her because she was on my channel supporting me, telling me how she liked my content and things like that. So I was showing her support as well. And she was playing the video by Shaky AI Bot. And I was listening to the video at that point with her. And then from what I could recall, someone offered her money for a laptop out of nowhere. And then next thing you know, she just started making videos saying that I am a clout chaser and I needed to come on her channel and explain myself. And, I was jealous of down the rabbit hole. I was jealous of Jane. Then she did a whole panel where she had uh Konika, whatever that girl was from back in the day out of Koya. She had Sweet Pea Diaries up there, and all of them was
These
just
cups know
talking.
all the people. Yep.
She was, they was all up there saying, yeah, Cups, she's so jealous of all these people. She's so jealous of all these people. She took after this, she took after this. And she did this on her channel. And if I believe I did download that video because I wanted to show how all of them was there in the chat, the people that were in the chat, the people that were promoting it. So I have that video and we can always go back to that. So from what I understand and what I remember, she started like baiting me, like keep coming in my chat telling me, come to her channel, come to her channel. Then I sent her a cash app I sent her a cash app request for $500. And I said, if you want me to come on your channel, because I already knew that she was actually, getting paid to do this. It's like, okay, they pay you. Let me get me a little something out of this. You want me to come on your channel, girl? Give me $500. And she did not give me the $500. And then, I came across some receipts of her beef and her falling out with Sweet Pea Diaries after she was talking about me so much. And I did, a video about it. And then after that, she or may have not sure, but from what she's saying now, she's never flagged or struck anybody's video. But at that time, my videos and my channel, I don't know if you remember that, was being
Oh,
flagged. I couldn't go
flag.
live. All those things was
Mm-hmm.
happening, and people were saying that this was not happening, but it was happening, as we could see, because once I left, it started happening to everybody else, and everybody started losing channels, and the things I
Right.
clearly was saying clearly came true at once I, moved out the way and started letting people see these little angels that they thought was angels is really Tasmanian devils. But I
Right.
digress.
And that's the thing. Like, I think for me, I kind of just let everything go. I'm all like, okay, it is what it is. At the end of the day, like, I hate to say like I won, but I still have my channel. So like for me, I'm good. But I've always wondered like, has she ever said like, damn, they played me? I wonder has she ever said that. And shout out to Mel. This is Melanie Jones. She said, AT2, this is for Cups. I'm not too familiar with how Cups and Treez fell out, but I hope they can get to a better place because I like all three of you. No lie, I'm not kissing ass or being funny. Um, that's a good one.
well,
Oh,
well,
go ahead.
Mel, I know that you are going to be new to my content when I come back to YouTube, and maybe you can go back through my lives. I don't tell people where they can go. You can do whatever you want. You can like whoever you want. You don't have to worry about me making videos about her because I'm not trying to come on here and beef with her because I already knew what her motive was. I already knew what she was sent to do. I did try to warn her, but she didn't want to listen. Unfortunately, I believe she got her karma. That is what it is. And we don't have to. I don't have to see her. She don't have to see me, and I'm okay with that.
Right.
She's not. She was always a small fry on my list, respectfully. So I got bigger fish to fry, honestly.
Right. Trees is not on the hit list or anything like that. We're just giving like the backstory to, the now. Because I feel like
Yeah,
a lot of
only because I
people.
heard this in her video, and I'm not just saying this to say this. I'm not trying to start any problems with her, and
Right.
I
See,
just want
I
to say
didn't
that
even know about
this
this.
is
Like she
because
watched her video.
someone sent me a clip, and they said Trees was talking about you, and she was saying how y'all beef started because you kept bothering her or like starting beef with her, and I've never, and may God be my witness, and anybody who's in your chat right now that has ever spoken to me will know I've never intentionally attacked anybody on here. Even when it comes down to Nosy Ho, she started with me first. Okay, amen. Okay, and if you go back to the videos, you'll see what I'm talking about. Her and Sweet Pea Diaries collectively together. That's where I'll be started at from them two heifers bothering me. So
You know what the funny part is with the Sweet Diaper Booty, aka Sweet Pea Diaries?
mhm.
Um, I honestly don't hate her. Like, my thing is like, I kind of already let it go, but the reason why I never accept her apology is because I know her apologies aren't real. Like her
Yeah,
apologies are like, "Oh, well, I guess I'm sorry," and then when I don't accept it, she'll be like, "Oh, the apology wasn't for you. The apology was for me," and she has done this 3 times, and I'm all like, "Sweet pea, this is the reason why I don't accept your apology because you say it and then you go back on
you
it.
do
Like
something
that's the problem."
and that was my situation with her. We had a situation. Clearly, we fell out, and then when she fell out with Nosy Ho Live, she started coming around me. I thought everything was good. I thought everything was smooth, and
Hmm.
then out of nowhere, when I fell out with freaking Frack, Black T Blog and Jane, and they started running these little hate trains. You know how they give it up. And she jumped on it and she just started making videos about me, calling me a clout chaser and all this other weird stuff. And then that clearly she started mentoring all about the trees from clearly what we found out. And I guess that was another situation with it as well. But
Right.
when I did speak with her on Sean Davies' Way channel, I thought we put it to rest. I thought it was respect that we would walk away and everything would be good. But then when the falling out situation happened where Trees did that panel and I seen her up there talking about me yet again, I was like,
Aaron,
now what's
be
going on?
nice. Aaron said, "Y'all expect too much from a person that doesn't."
So, can I ask a question about this person right there? Can you put them back up on the screen? Yeah,
Oh,
this
about Aaron?
person. Yeah, so then you did the interview with him. Can I ask him why he brought me up in that interview? Do I know him?
Oh, there was a part where we brought you up.
Yes, he said cups of conversation. Do you still have beef with AT2? Don't play with me. He said
No, no,
cups.
no. Wait
He
for it.
said
Wait for it.
he said cups of do you
Y'all
have
talking
beef
about
with
we
cups of
bragging on my
conversation?
anniversary.
So can the sector inspector, can you explain? Can you answer why you asked him that? Because I don't think I know you, so I'm just curious to know why he and then he gave a little after that. So I was like, oh, what's that about?
Oh shit! I really
I mean,
thought we were.
I don't have no problem. I'm really just
Yeah.
asking the
I know
question.
it's no problem. Yeah,
Yeah,
but
I'm just really asking a question. I just wanted to know.
okay.
I'm just being curious.
Oh, okay. He said that was a fan question.
Someone
Someone
asked him to ask
asked.
me.
Okay. Yeah, because I know, like, Aaron has never mentioned you before. That's why I'm all like, I don't think he knows you
Yeah,
though, right?
someone sent me the clip and I was like, oh, and who is this? I don't know what's going on with this.
Yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah. I think that's probably what it was then.
Yeah. But no, but I don't have no problems with CP Diaries. I know she did do a video when all this stuff was going out and her and all about the trees was beefing and all that stuff was happening. And she did
Hmm.
do a video and I said in the video, when I was in her chat and I said to her, I don't have an issue with her. I don't listen. These people are on the internet, bro. Like my only thing is I'm not a fake person. And that I think that's where I have an issue with a lot of people and a lot of people have issue with me. If
Hmm.
I see that you are a fake person and you're moving in weird energy, I don't want to be around you at all. right? I'm not a fake person. Like, I don't do that off and on stuff. So if I don't mess with you, I don't mess with you. But a lot of these people want you to be fake. They want you to have a, like, be mad at me today, then we back cool tomorrow type stuff. And I'm not that type of girl. Like,
Right.
and I think
Not like that
that's
at all.
kind of how Sweet Pea Diaries is, and like the All About Your Trees. Like, those people are off and on. Like, to go to switch so much, that's just too much. That's too much.
Right. And I think like for me too, it's kind of like, well, especially this year, it's like once we have a falling out, we're not having a trillion billion falling outs. Like one time, that's it for me. Like I'm not
Yeah.
going back and
But
forth.
but with you, AT2, I feel like your stuff be like comedy and funny, because you all, it's never like, I mean, the thing with, of course, Dear Yvette, and I'm not trying to be funny, that was serious. And I mean, the serious situations, yes.
Yeah.
But like the other, I don't know, you had about 75 people in there. I don't even know half them people. So for maybe 80% of the people, I only know a small group of the people that you had to beef with. Maybe those other 80 people were small beefs. It wasn't like nothing serious, like nothing that, like, it's like, okay, I don't have to talk
Right.
to you no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? But, for some situations, it's like, no, like, and everybody is different. Once again, that's me. We both are Sagittarius, and there's always two sides of things. You are more of a forgiver. I am a forget not.
Forgetting that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
so
the forgetting not. Yeah. Once
right.
you beef forever.
Yeah. So I mean,
Yeah.
but and once again, most of your things are harmless things. What was going on with a lot of these people and a lot of the beefs, from what I observed, was very serious. Like doxing, harassing people, calling the police on people, taking people channels. Like, this stuff was like, oh my God, what is going on out here?
Right. And I never remember it being like so dark, but there was a time
It
period it
wasn't.
was really dark.
Listen, it got dark. Shaky AI robot. That's when it got dark, respectfully. Prior to that, I mean, unless you was in the actual beef sector, because that's the kind of stuff that they may do over there. I don't know everything that they do over there, but I know that they be really popping in, but I don't know about all the calling police and all that other stuff.
No, I here's the thing. I think over in like the black tea sector space is
Mm-hmm.
actually worse than the beef sector because I don't remember. I like they've done things, but you kind of expect it to be done.
Right,
Here, like you just chilling on the internet and you're not expecting those things, and you're just
right,
kind of like, wait, what's going on? Like we going
right.
real life? Like
Right.
it's
And
crazy.
yes, that was the thing, that it was like, wait, why are we going to people's lives and digging into people's personal and lying? And that is just the behavior was just so demonic. It was just so, the energy was evil. It was wicked. And, oh Lord.
Yeah,
It's some creepy stuff, and it's not a good feeling for someone to feel the way that some of these people made people feel. And it's not
yeah.
okay. It's really, really not okay.
I
And
know firsthand.
yeah,
Trust
like,
me.
right,
Yeah.
like, it's just not okay to do stuff like that to people. Like, it's like, keep it on a content. Like, you know what I'm saying? If your content is great, if you are this great content creator, you should be able to show that through your content. It should not come through you doxing people, harassing people, and doing malicious things to make people's lives hard. It's like, why? How do you sleep at night doing stuff like that?
Right. And and shout out to Mona. Yes, she did, and she actually did apologize to that. So I did want to say that Treez did give me an apology.
Well, that's good. Well, at least she gave you an apology.
Yeah.
She ain't giving
Now,
no apology. She just keeps saying that I don't know. And I mean, I don't need no apology from her. Respect. I don't need nothing
oh, okay,
from her.
I was just about
No,
to
I don't
ask
need. We,
you.
no, I don't need nothing. She from Philly. She already know what it is when it comes to me. And if she don't, she seemed like she know from what I hear. So I don't need an apology. She could just, it's just respect. Like, she could go ahead, keep it moving. I don't have nothing with her. Like, I just wanted to set that because I did hear the clip and I'm like, oh, okay, so she's still running with this narrative, because I had another clip where she was saying, oh yeah, maybe I was paid to attack Cups of Conversation. And she said she looked back on her Cash App and she said she received like over $1,000 from one said content creator. And it's like, okay, so were you being paid to attack people? I mean, she said she was paid to attack Tells. She said she was paid to attack Hear Her. So, and I heard the clip where she said that she was received money. So yeah. And that's
Oh,
cool
custom
too. Get your
wasted
coins, get
time.
your coin lines, shit.
Cubs
do what you
is
gotta do.
taking it up. Oh my God. And by the way, when me and Cubs talk outside of YouTube, it's not about YouTube unless I'm saying, hey, I'm doing this video or something like that. Like, we don't be gossiping and shit like that. Like, it's
No.
literally all love between us. Like, that's what you guys don't understand, because I know some people gonna watch and be like, oh, AT2 certain so he knew she was gonna get up here. No, we didn't rehearse
Right.
this.
Yeah, no, yeah, this ain't nothing about this plan. Don't rehearse, of course. Ain't nobody, he has no idea what's gonna come out of my mouth. Everything here is said by cups of conversation is by cups of conversation only. We
Yeah.
had no prior conversations about anything coming out of my mouth. Thank you.
Like, I knew it was gonna be something, but I just didn't know what it was gonna be. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I
that's
mean,
so
but
wild.
we're just talking. We
Yeah,
just
we just talking.
reflecting, just
It's
reflecting.
a part of the history, and
Yeah.
now that people are hearing it, they seeing all the puzzle pieces all together. It's all like, oh, now that makes sense. Because I think a lot of people, because a lot of them are newer, they're all like, wait, I don't understand why this is like this, or this is why these
Right.
people don't get along. Yeah, trust me,
They
y'all
don't
don't
they don't
understand it.
see, but there's a cautionary tale for anybody out there that want to get into this YouTube world. Watch who you
Mm-hmm.
attach yourself to. Everything that glitter is not gold, okay? Everything that glitters is not gold, and
Right, right.
mm-mm.
It is not. It is not. Can I ask you a question, and you can let me know if you want to answer or not?
Yeah.
Because shout out to Teddy. I don't have any issues with Teddy. I don't hate Teddy or anything like that. But with Teddy, there's this whole lawsuit. Mind you, I didn't know until like a week ago, and I'm all like, wait, what is that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what is going on? Like, I was like literally confused because I don't watch Teddy, so I didn't know. And then it happened to come up, and I see like D for destruction, D for danger, D for destroyer. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Hello, wake it up, Teddy. Wake it up, Teddy.
I
So
was like, what
so
is going on?
so
Like,
what's
I
the
really be in
question?
my own world. When I thought about it, I was like, damn, I really be in my own world because I didn't know nothing. Go ahead, Cups.
But what's the question?
Oh, like, what's your thoughts on the whole lawsuit thing?
Well, I hope that Teddy is successful on getting what she needs to get done. This is a very serious situation. I know that there are people like AT2 who knows how to make a joke out of situation, but not everybody is in the same situation. Teddy is a Black woman. She is a nurse. She has worked very hard for her career, for where she is. And I'm pretty sure in her older age, only thing she probably wanted to do was sit on YouTube and just probably talk about things that Tasha K was doing. She did not expect for all of this nonsense to be going on and somebody trying to take her nursing license and defaming her character and, lying on her, putting out porn on websites and, just sending police to her house and saying she unalived her husband and all of this for what? For what?
Right. And you know what's so crazy is that I remember you kind of helped me because there was a day that I went off on Teddy and I was all like, oh, Teddy is this, Teddy is that. Why is she bringing up old shit and stuff like that? You're like, well, AT2, you got to see it from her perspective. Because my thing has
Yeah.
always been like, well, Teddy, you was around this shit and you acting like you don't know shit. So I was seeing it from that standpoint. And you're like, well, AT2, she probably wasn't really in and seeing everything. Like, you have to remember, like, it's not what it is, and you actually calmed me down
Well,
from she's
my
that
perspective
person.
on that situation, because, I thought that she was a part of it at one point in time. Clearly, we all thought she was a part of it at one point in time. She was, making videos and like, so I definitely thought she was a part of it at one point in time. But what I've learned is that, you know, Teddy, like most people, foolishly trusted the wrong person. And she trusted that this person was a friend to her. And clearly, this person had other intentions on what they were going to be doing on YouTube. And by the time she realized what was going on, they already had a plan in play to pack her up and, feed her to the wolves. And, you know,
Mm.
they just didn't expect for her to keep fighting. They didn't expect for her to keep fighting. They thought, like most people, they would probably try to get her channel taken down, or
She was
she, you know,
disposable, basically.
yeah, she was disposable, just like, you know, all about the Treez. A lot of them were. Only people that's not disposable are the makers. Okay? The
Mm.
makers.
Hey, Mel wanted to come up. Do you mind speaking to her or no?
Oh no, I don't mind. Let me
Okay,
go.
okay. Hey, Mel, come back up. Well, I'm talking to her on
Come
Messenger.
back up,
Hey,
Mel,
come back
girl.
up.
Come
Yeah,
back
yeah, 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 yeah.
up.
Come back up, Mel. Come back up. Wait, why is she about to have you crying? Come up. We want to
What
know
you
why you
crying
crying.
for, girl? What we is not crying. We is celebration.
What?
It's a salad times.
Yeah,
We
what?
celebrate good times.
Yeah, why is she crying?
Yeah, don't be crying now. Don't be. Don't be out here crying,
Yeah,
girl.
I'm like, why is she crying? Like, what happened?
Don't be out here crying, girl. But yeah, I think that, you know, they just didn't expect for Teddy to keep fighting. And, you know, no matter how much they slander her name, she kept fighting. And I'm super proud that she still continuing to fight no matter what happens. You know, I wish her the best on her journey because no one deserves justice more than her. No one deserves justice more than her. You know, we all got mothers, we all got grandmothers. How would you feel if your mother, your grandmother worked her life to become a registered nurse and she could finally retire, or probably not retire, and do something that she like, entertain people on the internet like we all wanted to do? She didn't
Mm-hmm.
expect for this stuff to happen. It could have been so easy just to say to her, hey, Teddy, you know, we just, or just stop talking to her. Just, you know, you didn't have to start a beef with her. You didn't have to make up all of these lies about her. Like all of that unnecessary stuff, which is, you know, it was unneeded. It was unneeded. Y'all could have easily just cut her off and just kept moving. That's it. It didn't have to be all that, but they knew that Teddy had all those videos. They knew that Teddy is really, you know, she's really a gem. She got a lot of videos. There's a lot of channels taken now. You know, if there was a
Mm-hmm.
story to tell, Teddy would definitely be the greatest person to tell it of what was going on from 2020 to possibly now. You know what I'm saying? Teddy will
Oh.
be the best person out of any of us COVID babies that started during COVID. Teddy would probably be the best person to tell that story. I mean, I got a few videos, but nothing like what Teddy got. Nothing like what
Oh,
Teddy
let me
got.
take a sip of this crown. What's
Mm-hmm.
up, Melanie? Why you crying?
What's
Oh,
going on, Mel?
oh no, what's popping? Yeah, what's going on? First of all,
Ow.
congratulations to my YouTube big bro.
Thank
I call
you.
him my YouTube big bro. Like physically, I'm older than him, but
Kiriana.
he's older than me in YouTube years, so that's why he's my YouTube big bro.
Period.
Yeah, and shout out to you, Cups. I actually you subbed to me actually on my old channels.
Mm-hmm.
I was Mel After Dark and Melanie Jones Says So. So I don't know if you remember me. This is my new channel now. So
Oh.
as you were talking and telling the story, I'm just like some things resonated with me. But first of all, respectfully, I respect your stance and the history that you guys have with other content creators. And again, I'm a fan of all of you, and y'all actually inspired me. Well, Cups, I wasn't around when you were, when
Yeah.
on YouTube, but I did see you at 82's chat, and I trust his judgment. So when he's like, when he's cool with somebody, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go subscribe, I'm gonna check him out, this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
So respectfully, I just want to show homage and respect to all of y'all, and that's what inspired me to, go from a sub to a moderator to a content creator.
Right. Right.
When you were talking about the history, and again, I actually started as a subscriber during, the panorama, era.
Right. Right.
They were homeschooling and things like that. So, and we were all home, we were shut in. So I had to find a way to entertain myself, this and the third, because we couldn't go anywhere. So, and then I found another content creator, and I actually found 82 through that content creator. So as you're telling your journey, your story a little bit, or giving a brief bit of history, like when you're talking about, keeping things, you want to keep things on YouTube as far as the
Mm-hmm.
sparring and the back and forth. But then when it
Yeah.
carries over and spills over into real life, and it became dark and taking channels and wellness checks and police calls to
Right.
this and a third. I was just like, I'm not crying. I'm a little bit emotional, but I'm not gonna cry. But
And it's okay if you cry too, girl. It's fine, girl. Listen.
I didn't cry the time between Ace 2 pen, so it's okay. But
she said I already gave my tears, girl.
Yeah, child, I'm like, it's okay, but I don't mind it because just it's hard as I cry, I get upset I get mad at the same time.
Girl, me too.
But I said that to say what you said resonated with me because I'm just like, it went from creating like my aspirations and my desire to create content. I almost kind of sort of like lost my zeal and my
my
inspiration
spark
to do it, like my spark to do it. I was just like, this shit it's getting, I'm sorry, part of my mouth, I'm sorry. It's getting a little bit too, it's getting out of control a little piece of it. Cause I'm like, wait a minute, like now, people are calling, okay, you getting mad because I'm hitting you harder with the insults or whatever online.
Right. That's really what it is. They can't take, let me tell you something, right? And you are one of the people that I watch, right? Because I want to tell a cautionary tale. I have to apologize to my subscribers, and I'm going to apologize to 82 subscribers, who's the ones that did watch me. I did it all wrong. I put too much emotion, too much passion, too much emotion, too much of passion. And a story cannot be told when you have too much emotion and too much passion. So God had to sit me down so that I can observe and see and really put this story together, because this is really a cautionary tale for all people who come on YouTube, right? You really have to be mindful of the people you really get in bed with. You ever heard the saying, don't meet your hero? Okay? Don't meet your hero. And that's the true thing. Not all those situations gonna pan out the way you expect it to be. And it could be something crazy, and
shout out to Miss ATL and Stan for the Cash App. Go ahead.
Period on the Periana. It's a very sticky place, and YouTube just got really, really dark. And people, and like I said, this is just from what I've seen, because prior to Shaky AI Bot, people weren't doing that in this sector, in this Black tea sector. Because it was all about the tea drama going on at that time. Nosy was out here running it up.
All about the tea, Cooter Brown, John.
They was running it up out here with all about the teas with the scandal, Ribgate. It was crazy out here. So, but Nosy was the only person that was doing that. Nobody else was doing that. What I'm saying? And I don't recall Nosy having police go to anybody's house. I don't recall Nosy. I know she was trying to find Monica, but honestly, Nosy was trying to find Monica because Marcella and Sodeb and Princess and all these people that was affected by the panel was saying that they wanted to sue Monica and they were victims of something, and Nosy was trying to help them get the information to do that. And did she go about it the right way? No, of course she didn't. But besides Nosy, any other person in this sector, I don't remember them doing stuff
right. And
like this.
Being grown is realizing that the whole finding the avatar thing, it went way too far. It did.
Way too far. It went way too far.
We were laughing, we were entertained by it, but we didn't realize how far it went. Like literally anybody with the name Monica, they was getting
it. Papa's Monica ain't never been the same ever since. I know that lady in Papa's is like, oh Lord, it ain't never been the same for me.
Oh, Bojangles. That's
Bojangles Monica. Like, I know her life ain't been the same. And Beefy Monica, it's just, it's like, I know the Monicas ain't been the same. But, it did go too far. But, then it got extreme. And it got too crazy out here. And now it's too many people who think that they could just come on YouTube, hide behind an avatar, and just dox people and harass people and basically bully people and what is the word? Antagonize people. They want to antagonize you.
Yep.
And then when you respond, then they want to take your channel down. They want to flag your channel. Then they want to, paint these narratives about you, like, oh, look what this person's doing. Even though they're doing these antagonizing things towards you,
then
the moment you do something, it's like, they're good at painting pictures. They're good at setting up victims. Like,
and this is
But
That's
this is a
exactly
real
what I went
live
through.
troll gate. I know that Jaguar, I was listening to a lot of videos and they were saying that Jaguar Wright is the one that has the troll farm. Jaguar
Yes,
built the troll
yes.
farm. No, Jaguar Wright did not build a troll farm, y'all.
Yeah.
Jaguar Wright did not. Now, do Jaguar Wright want to be a mimic of Tasha K? I believe yes, because she has this because whatever that is between her, I don't know if it's the pixie cuts that they got or they just got love-hate thing going on with them. But
Right. It's
Jaguar wants to have what
Yes.
Tasha K has.
Yes.
And that's what we're looking at right now. She
Yeah.
wants to be Tasha K,
It's
but Jaguar Wright
the
is not the originator of
underlying
the troll
envy.
farm.
The
Yeah.
underlying envy. Yeah. And she wants to
Yeah.
mimic, she wants to pattern herself and mirror that behavior.
Right.
But she
Right.
doesn't have the fortitude or the self-control to
Oh,
do
excuse me.
that.
Hold on. I do not agree. What I looked at Jaguar Wright channel the other day. She got like 67,000 subscribers, right? Is
Right,
that
but
her
not
channel?
right, but not to her, in my personal opinion, not to her own accord. Because she does,
Okay.
to me, Jaguar doesn't have the self-control or the emotional
Oh,
intelligence.
you know, I know, girl.
Yeah, to
Listen.
control it. Yeah.
I'm the Jaguar starter pack. I know about Jaguar, right?
Yeah.
I got the infamous clip of Jaguar jumping up an 822 pedal. Put that bitch back on the clip. Put
Yeah.
that bitch back up on the clip.
Yeah.
822 was like, who?
I just thought about something because we were talking about earlier how we don't think the beef sector gets down like this. And I actually have Gigi here. I was going to have her up on her own segment, but I'm going to bring her up now and then bring her back. But I want to see if Gigi is here because we're talking about how, they don't go, like, I don't know if they go the extent that this black tea sector goes. Right. Gigi, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Thanks for having me.
Shout out
Hello,
to my grandmama Gigi.
What's going on, Gigi?
ladies.
What's
hey.
up? What's going on?
So you had a question? Then I can go in the back when you're ready for me. What's your question, boo?
So basically, with the beef sector, because over here, they're docs, people showed up at homes, people calling the police, CPS. Like, I know it gets bad over in the beef sector. And so, but over here, we're not expecting all that. Like, over in the beef sector, do y'all expect it to go real life? Or is it just like,
first,
how do you deal with it?
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, at first, and I appreciate all of your comments. I'm over here clapping. I'm smiling. I got prayers, hands up. Thank you for supporting AT2 because that's how I found all of y'all, because I am messy and I am from the beef sector. And when the avatar, stuff jumped off, that's when I started paying attention, because at that time in my original beef sector, and I have to say that because it's not the same now, that's what we were doing, and that's what turned everyone dark. Originally, it was not that. Originally, it would be I put my red, I call my red wig my Bernice. I put my red cosplay wig on my head on purpose just so I could have fun. And we were in lockdown.
Come on, cosplay wig.
Okay, come on. And at the same time, I'm FaceTiming my grandbaby. So if you're entertaining a child, that was learning their colors, I had my blue, my purple, my pink, my red. I was making people get mad. What you got on your head? And oh, she crazy. And now everybody got red wigs on. So I'm a whole influencer out here. So what had happened was, because of all the hate, and like you said, okay, if you gagged and dragged better than them, if you clapped back, if you was funny, if you got more numbers, if you were cuter than them, if you was on the panel longer, if you could do a 10-hour drag longer. I like being old head. You know why? Because I'm representing my peer group. Because it seemed to me a lot of people were mad. And then that's when they started doxing, lying, teaming up on you. Really, in the beef sector at that time, the original one, people really didn't pull up at houses. So I have to give that to y'all on that one. We didn't really do that.
So can I ask a question, Gigi?
Sure.
So, did you mean to get in the beef sector? Is that what you wanted to do when you came on YouTube? When you started making content?
I started watching the beef sector after the black tea sector. I used to mod for Jovi Beauty. Okay.
Okay. I like Jovi Beauty.
Yes. And
I
when
like her.
Cardi B and her gang started attacking her and her moderators, which I was one of them, that's kind of how I got introduced into beefing online. I was just a moderator supporting my content creator. So
Yeah.
then that kind of pulled me over to people because I'm now, oh, you got my attention, here I come, right? So I started
Right.
watching her go to different content creator, and she went to this one content creator, Mona Simone. We know her story. We're not gonna go there, right?
Yeah.
And then from that process, I started dropping down in people's chats. And one of the first people's chat in the beef sector was Wiley. So that's
Wiley.
yes. So that's my journey, my connection. What happened was you have these people, in my opinion, thanks for having me up. People act like they're only supposed to be one black person in the room. They only supposed to be one black man, one black lady. You ugly, you dumb, you got a red wig on you. It's like, oh, you coming after me? You've opened the floodgates because now I'm gonna take all your rules, right, and apply them to
you. Right.
AT2 was there. He witnessed it because I invited AT2 over.
And
again,
I remember that. I remember that.
So much for supporting me. AT2 is so humble. He supports me. He drops down in my chat when it's 3 of us. He watches my videos. We've met in real life. This is a real black man. Okay.
Amen.
He reminds me of my son. He's my son's age. So I support him. I can wait for the hate. And I'm so glad both of you are up here. I'm going to wait. And hate is late. I'm going to push that to the side because I did watch it destroy my original beef sector. Now, what they're trying to do is, and how we all merge together is, it's smart, as far as I'm concerned, to merge together. But it's not smart to merge and to hate and to lie and to cheat and to steal. To dog and to...
Yeah,
I'm not participating.
It's kind of productive. It's kind of productive.
It's very counterproductive.
It's kind of productive, and that's I kind of, and again, shout out to AT2. I'm not even being funny. I was a moderator on another content creator channel, and how I kind of found my voice and how people started to know me, and my name started ringing bells in the street. And AT2 will tell you, and I'm not lying. Jag came up on his panel, and I was simply a subscriber in his chat, and she actually just said my name. And I don't like you, Melanie Jones. She really said my name for no apparent reason.
They watch everything.
And I said, "What's your problem?" And I clicked that link. AT2 dropped that link, and from that day forward, I said, "What's your?" I said, "Lady," I said, "Excuse you. I don't know you, and I don't want to know you, but I know you're a problem. So if you want a problem, I'm the solution. What's going on?"
They get it mixed up, don't they? And just because you're here supporting whoever you want to support, they try to take down the support. It's like, oh, we see what you're doing. You can't compete with AT2. You can't compete with Jovi Beauty. So you're trying to tap away and to chip away her support. It got better. And that's when Tasha K would jump down in Jovi Beauty's chat. See, I know my history.
Amen. Come on, history teacher. Come on, history teacher. Come on.
I used to be in Tasha's chat when it was 3,000 of us and we was dropping the spoons and the wine glasses. We see each other and I'm proud of her. She's been through some trials and tribulations, but see, when it's my time, when I retire, because I can wait on hate, when I retire in spring, I'm going to still be me, but then I'm going to be in my bag. But I know people like AT2, your Jovi Beauties, your Couture Base. I know they're going to support me because my YouTube cameras, they're going to support me because I supported them. Even Wiley supports me. I can go back and this is another thing, young content creators. Hold these content creators accountable. When I can go, okay, when I
Auntie
can
Gigi.
go to
Now,
my
Auntie Gigi, you're gonna have to
baby,
slow it down. You're
baby,
gonna have to slow it down. You're gonna have to slow
when
it
I can
down.
go to my studio and see AT2 is subscribed, Wiley's subscribed, big content creators are subscribed to me.
Right.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Right.
I need all these content creators to look down in your chats and see if people like me or whoever with 3,000 subscribers or less are subscribed to you. You need to subscribe to us. You need to help us too.
Right.
And that's what AT2 has done.
Right.
I am so proud of you. 5 years, 60K.
Thank
You made it.
You really doing it. He's really doing it. Like AT2, you was really like out here doing your town halls, like for the people.
I know. I was trying to make us all free. Damn it.
You was really trying to make it great, and these people came and made you ghetto. Yeah. But you know what? You survived it. You survived it because
here's the thing. I really didn't know, like, when I would go and get into confrontations back in the day, like, I didn't know how to handle it and stuff like that. I would kind of like freeze up, and then also like, okay, well, I don't want to hurt somebody's feelings. And then when I realized that, no, AT2, they're going for the jugular, you better strike back. And so that's when I was like, okay, they want to play some games. All right, we got it. So then that's when I started hitting back hard. And here's the thing. They go like, oh, well, now I have to play, because not everybody know how to roast and how to really cut somebody deep.
Right.
That's when they go to the docs and call the police, CPS and all that, because they can't match your mouth. So
right.
That's the thing. That's what we're not talking about.
And that's what
they can't compete.
That's what it was. And when I started roasting and coming back and clapping back, because again, they think I'm all jokes. Again, I use a lot of clips. I do. And that's just comes from my journalistic background. I like TV. I'm nostalgic. That's what I do. That's my form of content. That's how I present my, content. So it was like, when you can't hit me harder or you can't penetrate me, via your content or your clapbacks, now you want to call a wellness check and police to my 80-year-old mother.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Let me say something to you though, Mel. One thing, I liked you when I see you in AT2 chat, and I met you around the time when, your falling out happened with the guy from the channel and the young lady.
Yep.
And I liked you. I knew you was from New York, and I already knew. I knew I was gonna like you, and I said that in the chat. I was like, "Oh, she's from New York. Yeah, she got me." So I like that you are very, original, and I seen a lot of myself like in you, like, and just your original and bringing laughter to sad situations, and that's kind of why I like AT2 too, because he knows how to make people laugh, even if he's going through hell. No matter what it is, he knows how to make his audience laugh, and he knows how to, not show them the distress that you may be facing, and I like that about you too as well. And I remember I said in your chat, like, try to leave it alone, but I know, because that's something I had to learn the hard way too, because people came to me and told me the same thing. They said, don't say nothing, don't respond. But it's so hard not to respond when people are like lying on you and making false allegations. And it's like, how can I just sit back and not say anything, And then when people know you, like, because I've always shown my personality on my channel, I always tell them here in Ponytail, I'm a hood girl. I come from the hood, like, and people know that how I'm triggered by things. And then, unfortunately, I allowed the enemy to see that about me. And that's how, these people were even able to even get on my energy. Because I shouldn't have even been paying attention to this. Like, I should have kept it moving. I should have just kept it pushing with my content and not even focused on any of that. But, because what I've learned is that, because I know that it's bigger than what people are seeing, I think, and because I sat back and protected people who shouldn't have been protected, because what they have created out here on YouTube is a hot effing mess. I think I just like,
but it's a learning lesson. That's the thing. Because I had to learn that not everything needs a response. There was a lot of
Right.
shit that didn't need a response, and I would respond to. Now that I kind of went through it, I know what I should respond to and what I should not, and I had to learn that. And
Right.
even today, it's still a hard lesson. Well, today's a special occasion because there's a long list of people getting dragged, but I had to learn like not everybody needed a response. Like for example, the late and Gigi, shout out to you because remember that girl Sammy who
Yeah.
was cussing me out, said I was ugly and I'm dumb and all this other shit. And then
Right.
I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And I was just kind of laughing. Well, you clicked my link. And mind you, I didn't even call Gigi to click my link. She clicked my link and she tore that ass up because she was all like, you're not going to disrespect this black man that I know.
Exactly.
Like that. And she totally cut her ass out. And she didn't want she didn't want no smoke, you know. But that was one of the situations. The reason why the reason why I didn't go back and forth with her is because I knew the optics of the way it looked, and at the end of the day, she don't rank.
Right.
Nope.
Right.
Nope. And as far as I'm concerned, when I can not hit live until spring 2026, none of them rank. When I've met you in person, when you've invited me to events and I've invited you to events, they not on my level. Right. So for somebody to come up here and to lie and to try to bring you down when you can Google African kings and they look just like you over on the Google because they got these $1,000 phones. And their drags are sad, is what I'm saying. That was a sad ass drag. When people say shout out to cosplay, shout out to all 5-year-olds that want to cosplay, and their grandmama gonna teach them how to do it. Okay.
Well, you know.
Okay. It's stupid. They stupid.
Well, you know, in my situation, they said that I was bleaching my skin. They was telling these people out here that I was bleaching my skin.
And you are Afro-Latina?
And that I'm Afro-Latina. But I understand because, see, they can't do this. They can't cut their camera on. They can't do this.
And wait a minute. Ain't this because Wiley we used to have fun because I would drop down. My channel is my whole name. It used to be my whole name, right? And isn't this social media? Why do I want to be in a space where I can't show my face and tell you my real name? When you can
especially if you're going to attack somebody online, like, you know, show your face. And you tell people talk with your mouth and not
when you go to Walgreens. When you go to Walgreens and you get in your government lines, you give them your real face and your real name.
Hello.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
In your government lines, you gotta give us your real name.
That part.
But that's the sad part. That is so many people out here that are able to, you know, just hide behind avatars and attack people. That's the unfair part of it. Like, you know, it's unfair. Like, you know, because you're really fighting a ghost. That's really what I really had to sit down and say to myself. Like, girl, you is fighting a ghost. You is really fighting a ghost. Like, what are you going?
Once I learned that, I promise you, cause once I kind of got that revelation, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm a passionate person. I'm from New York. I'm boisterous. I'm from a big family. I'm the baby of the family. So I had
I'm the last of 21 kids, girl, and I'm from Jersey, so I already know what it is.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, like when everybody loud in the room, you're like, I'm talking here, listen to me. So it's like you want your voice heard. So it was like, again, what I never intended to do. What I never start out with initially to intend to do is harm anybody, you know, maliciously. But you you come for me, you're gonna get a response. I'm letting you know that now.
Right.
What I'm learning is to pull back and not respond to any and everybody. I'm learning that everybody doesn't deserve.
You don't have to, Queen. You don't have to. Like I said, I'm a fight with somebody that got a throne. If you ain't got a throne, why am I not fighting with you?
Auntie Gigi, I had to learn it the hard way. I had to learn it the hard way. All 3 of my channels had to get taken from me for me to learn that the hard way, Auntie Gigi.
That's the other thing,
Yeah, now, my channels got taken from me.
My channels have never got taken,
That's
so
what
when
my
mail
channel.
goes off, I understand.
Right, my channel
Right.
got taken from me because they were, again, all three of my channels were linked to the same Google account, and the same person that I modded for and gave my time and gave my energy to, let another person come in outside and infiltrate, and what I mean, and cause discord, and dissect the situation on us. And congrats to you 82, and put that tongue away, boy. And you nasty, but
It was burning. It was burning. That's why. I was drinking
well.
my crown.
I can't with you, but yeah, but the most hurtful part about that situation was they allowed an outsider to come in and
Right.
hard
Right.
and take
Listen, let me
my hard
no.
earned work away, and I was just like, damn, you
No,
really
listen, let me
took my
tell
shit
you.
away from me. That was
The
messed up.
the
Hmm.
biggest heartbreak of all of this for me, like, was knowing that my own people set back,
Yeah, and set me up for the fall, for the fail.
set
Yeah,
me up.
yeah, yeah.
My own
Our own
people
people.
supported this,
Yep.
like,
That's what I'm
over
saying.
a
When you look,
person that will.
oh, cup,
Oh, you there, Cups?
cups. Oh,
Cups?
I think her connection.
Oh, damn. Well, welcome Aaron to the chat. What's up, Aaron?
What's popping,
AKA
Aaron?
Big Crusher.
Hey, I wasn't going to like hit the link. I was just gonna stay in the chat, but y'all was really saying something, and I really like the conversation that y'all was having. Um,
Yeah, go
and
ahead.
I also love like the I also like the backstory of like when in the pandemic and what was going on in that situation because I wasn't around. I wasn't in this sector. I was so busy. I was new around YouTube. Like I started my channel
Yeah.
in 2019. I started. So, when the pandemic hit, you know, I was still trying to find my footing. So,
Mm.
I was still learning as I grew in YouTube. I grew. I learned a lot, a lot. So, I really like the conversation and and just by being in this sector. And y'all know, like I came through Trees. I came through with Trees, and on her panel, and I even like I got heat. Like nobody, like motherfucker.
Right. The
Like
beef be
I got
coming.
judged from the beginning. I got
The
judged
beef will
from the
come.
very beginning because I mess with her and that's my boo. That's like I fuck with her. Um so I had to navigate. I had to navigate, and that's why certain people, don't fuck with me, and I'm glad about that.
Right.
Um, so I and it's good to learn like new people because I don't know who Cups and Conversation is. Um,
Yo, see how
I
quick
heard her
Cups
name
was? He was
before.
all like, Aaron had said my name during your interview, AT2. Don't act stupid like you don't know me. I really see how quick
Really?
it is?
Yeah,
Listen, because
I
I'm like, you was
don't.
there, because I mean, you said, of course you said something good, of course, and I appreciate that, cousin, but I'm like, you was there, you heard him say. I mean, even though you answered good, but I was just trying to figure out like what was going on, like why would he be asking a question about me, like what did I do, like
Yeah,
but
yeah. I don't know you. I don't even know, what you look like until now. Still is a little hard to tell because you got the lights and everything. But yeah, I just, um, it's just hearing people's journey on YouTube is just a thrill to
interesting,
hear.
right?
Everybody have their own journey through
Mhm.
YouTube and my journey in this sector. Like, this is my backup. So this is just a backup for me to talk my shit, like to be unfiltered, to say what I want to say and give
Proper
commentary on
outlet, right?
what's in this sector. And the thing is, what I love about me and when I came in, I knew from the gate that I was going to be one. My opinion is going to be strong. I was going to come in just being myself, who I've always been. A lot of people thought that I was going to be an attack dog for Trees. That's never the case. I have my opinions on people and shared it. People didn't like it.
Thank
I
you,
didn't give a
Trisha.
fuck if they liked it or not. I said what I said and I stand on it. Um,
Mm.
a lot of people, you know, I got into my little things with people. You know, it's
I, I didn't want to interrupt you, Aaron. I
go
just
ahead.
wanted to kind of just interject a little bit or add
Mhm.
on if I can.
Yeah.
Aaron and I weren't even in a good place at one point. You know, we
Same
actually were.
here.
Yeah, we
Let's
were.
make sure. Yeah.
Yeah, we weren't in like a good place at one point, but we
Yeah,
have
Mhm.
evolved and we are now in a good place where I come in this chat
yeah.
and
Yeah.
you
And
know
I was hoping Cups would cuss his ass out, but Cups handled it classy. I was all like, yeah,
again,
secretly.
and I and again and I was and I saw him and AT too, kind of like going back and forth. And I was like, is he a friend or a foe? I wasn't sure, like who you know what I mean, who he is. But then he started
Yeah,
calling me Grimace from McDonald's, and I was like, I don't like him. I
Mhm.
was like, I
yeah.
don't care. But
Aaron's the terrorizer for
but
you.
but again, come to find out, come
Yeah,
to
I
find
be
out. No, but hold on,
once I got my target, baby, I cannot stop.
but
Listen,
hold on, but
But
come to
I love.
no, but come to find, I'm
I
sorry,
got
Kevin,
it
I didn't
now.
mean to interrupt you. I just want to drive this point home. Come to find out, we're both two Brooklyn natives, and we both got strong
Mhm.
personalities, and again, we ain't backing down from how we feel about you. We like you, we like you. We don't. But if we
We
change our
period.
don't.
mind, that's good for you. If
Period.
we don't change our
Period.
mind, that's bad for you.
For real.
Period. I'm not even
Yeah.
trying to change my mind, and I ain't trying to change your mind. Once we decide that this ain't it, it just ain't it. That's
Then
it. We
and
don't need
then
to
it's
go
what
back and revisit
Yeah.
nothing. We don't need
right,
to go
The people
nothing.
that
It
I
is what
got
it is.
issues with, it's up and it's stuck. Bitch, don't even
right,
try to come around.
right,
I'm not apologizing. I said what the fuck I said. Bitch, if you
right.
got a problem, do
Right.
something about it.
Right, for me at least my vantage point as far as like with Aaron, because we've actually never even been on a panel together, so this is actually our first time. So I just want to get this point out, you know, just so he can understand where I was coming from with it. Um, like we've never had a personal issue with one another. Like we've never done anything personal to one another. He just really didn't like, you know, he may not have liked how I moved or how I behaved, and
Mhm.
you know vice versa. So it wasn't like it was something to where it could be irreparable or you know it was it was no coming back from it, this type of thing or whatever like that. So when people go or you know outsiders looking in or spectators or subscribers go, you know, fake friends or mad bitches linking up or you know all that,
Mm-hmm.
you know how they talk and they say these things. No, it's just that we've never done anything to each other personally,
Yeah,
but
personally.
there have been other and we have never done anything to each other to affect each other in our real lives in real world, because
Hmm.
there have been content
Hmm.
creators that have affected my real life and my real world. like
Right.
like and that's the part I'm like, and I really want to ask y'all advice like to all of y'all, because Aaron stands strong. He's very you know he has a very strong personality, and AT2 has been in the game for a while, and Cups, you know what I mean, again, and I'm this ain't no shade. I don't want to try to say y'all been around the block or nothing like that. Please forgive my part
But
of
we
my
have, but
words.
we have. We are seasoned. I would
Yeah,
say we
yeah,
seasoned. I
yeah.
would
I
say
mean,
we seasoned vets. I would
right. I don't
say
Right.
want.
you
Right.
could
I
say
don't want
that. I feel
because
like we've been around for a little five bagger. That's
right.
strong.
I get the PTSD because anything I say somebody clip it. She calling y'all old, bitch. She calling y'all old. You know. So I just be like, please don't. Forget my words. Part of my words. But I want to know as a newbie in the game. Again, this is what 82. What my second year as a content creator. I don't even know because all my channels is yet. So I'm a little back of time at this point. But and I had a monetized channel. I had 3 channels and a monetized channel. But and again, I was almost at 2K subs. But it's fine. But again, I picked myself up and I'm strong. I'm a New Yorker. I'm a Jones,
Period.
and again,
Period.
I'm a black woman. At the end of the day, I'm a mother. I'm a single
Period.
mother, and again, I'm gonna pick myself up on my bootstraps, and I'm gonna keep it rolling. And I pick myself back up, and I got 2 new channels now, and I'm good to go. But I just really want to ask y'all. And again, because I'm a passionate person. I'm emotional. I'm really, really trying my best not to respond every single time. I'm doing my best to not be so emotional with it. But what are y'all suggestions for me to Because there was one point, and I hope AT2 still think this way, because he kind of said, you know, he sees me as a newbie. He sees me having longevity in this game. And I really want to, because I like creating content. I really, really do. I just don't like when people, you know, get me personally. That distracts me and it throws me off. And that's when I get really, really mad. But what are y'all suggesting to me,
Can
like
I
going
start?
forward?
Can I start?
Yes.
You have to. I feel like we can't suggest anything, any tools. I feel like you just have to get to a place where people's perception or people's opinions don't get to you, even if they lie on you. You have to get to a place where these
Mm-hmm.
motherfuckers just talk, and you know that is nothing but lies and fucking fallacies and fairy tales that's coming. You know the person that we
Right.
both don't fucking like. It's up and it's stuck forever. I don't fucking like that bitch. That bitch is trash.
Gotcha.
You know everything that comes out her mouth is fucking
Thank
lies.
you,
Even I
Rosie.
know that. Even I know that. She's a liar. She's a habitual liar. So anything that she says out her mouth, I'm already going to be like, no, no, lies. Shut up. You have to get to that place, that where some people just don't affect you. Like, there's many people in this fucking sector that really don't affect me. Like, I be laughing at these hoes.
Right.
But
Yeah.
that's my little
Thank-
take on
And
that.
I think
And I
also
appreciate
what's important too is that at the end of the day, like, are these people actually happy in their real life? Probably not. So as long as you're happy with where you are and you content in your real life, that's what it's really all about. Like I said, when I went on vacation and I was with my family, like, it really changed my perspective on a lot. This is why I've been so quiet and haven't been clapping back at people, because, like, I realized there's real shit out here and my family means a lot to me. And spending that time with them, it was like a refresher. It was a break from all the bullshit, all the negativity. So again, like, as long as your real life is going great, whatever happened on the internet, who gives a fuck?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that, AT2. And
Yeah.
Well,
I would love
well,
to hear from Auntie Gigi and Cousin Cup.
Okay.
Miss Gigi, you want to go first, or
Pardon me. Yeah, I'll go ahead and go first.
Okay.
Great conversation. Great conversation. But like you said, I don't do auntie, but you can do auntie. Look, I'm getting old now. I don't like it. Put it that way. But
I'm sorry. I
anyway,
don't want
I'm
to
gonna act
disrespect
like auntie. No, that's good because
that.
I need to learn that too. I am the oldest bitch up in here. Okay, that's me.
I'm in
Right?
Auntie stage too. Listen, Auntie Gigi,
Okay.
I'm Auntie too. I'm an Auntie too. I am an Auntie. Y'all call
So
me Auntie
number
Cups.
one.
Y'all little youngins out here call me TT Cups.
I'm
TT
Okay.
Cups. Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
So
I'm
number
I'm
one.
trying to be respectful. I'm
Number
sorry.
one. Here's your answers from me to you. You can listen to it, but I guarantee you'll come back to this 5-year anniversary and say, she was being 100 with me. Number one, stop watching your haters. You can't watch them. You can't. Because if you're trying to please your haters, you already lost.
All right. Damn.
Right.
You already lost. Okay, that's number one. Just advice. Number two, I got books from where I wrote down and said, what do I want to be when I want to be a YouTuber? And I can go back to that note and say, I'm doing the same thing. It's about how you feel. So you're number one, now you're not watching your haters. Number two, you put yourself up front and you put your feelings up front. How do I feel when I engage with AT2? How do I feel when I engage with other people that I support? How do you feel? Because you're right. They're not real on here. They're not real. So when you're real to yourself, then in my opinion, that's when you're going to start growing it. And like this young man said, they don't matter. They don't, that's all he was saying. They don't fucking matter. Not in real life.
Right.
They really don't matter. So you have to decide, and I'm going to walk it backwards. So if you're not paying attention to people who don't matter, If you're putting yourself first and you're not listening to haters, child, the energy stream will come through you and you will grow. You will feel good when you wake up. You will hit YouTube and you will be creative. Then you're going to start growing, because now you're giving your energy all to the people that don't like you. That don't make sense, do it?
Absolutely, absolutely. Mhm.
I'm done.
Right.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. I
All right.
appreciate that.
So
Go ahead and take us out, Cups.
so everything that they said, right? Everything that they said, but I'm gonna just say it's something a little different, right? Because I feel like you kind of experienced a little bit of what I experienced when I first came on YouTube, and this is what I've learned for myself. One, personally, I had some more work to do on myself, right? My therapist said to me, "Did you think you were healed, or were you just moved away from things that triggered you?" And I had to learn
That's
things
deep.
that trigger me. So I had to equip myself with more knowledge about myself first, right? Because sometimes these type of people out here, they do operate in troll farms. There are more of them than it is of you. So you're fighting an uneven battle, first of all.
Gotcha.
And these people can push out lies about you. Like, they can do a way more. A lie can make it halfway around the world before the truth even gets its shoes on. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be knowledgeable, and that's in the art of war. You got to know yourself and you got to know your enemy. Okay. So I think that you have to understand, one, maybe there's some work in you that you need to understand about what your triggers are, right? Because unlike other people, I didn't watch videos that people made about me. I watched maybe 3 videos, but there were multitudes of videos being made about me, but I didn't watch them. People that I know that I trusted came back and gave me clips, or they gave me cliff notes of what was
I'm like
said.
that too. Just give me the
They
clip
yeah
notes. I
yeah
don't want to
people
watch
just
Right,
it.
they just gave me
right,
cliff
right,
notes
right,
because I
right.
already know that I'm easily tempered. I know, that. And then sometimes that it's a bigger situation than what is being perceived, like, you know what I'm saying. And once again, you operating with people that's dealing with multiple people, troll farms, and just clicking up with enemies and stuff like that. And it's like it's you
Absolutely.
by yourself defending yourself. And
Right.
then it's not just the content creators that's doing it. They have subs that they're training to go be friends with
Yes.
your subs and be friends
Yep.
with your mods, and they
Yep.
don't even know that this person is just being friends with them to get information
Just
about
for
Exactly.
them.
information
And
and
then
working
they're
for
going to
Exactly.
them.
take the
Yep.
information, and then
Yep.
they're going to either use it against your mod, or they're going to use your mod to turn against you. And you got it's really a lot of things at play. This shit is bigger than YouTube, okay? Like,
Yeah.
when you are great, one thing I learned is, have a mindset like AT2, have a mindset like Nick and Knight, have a mindset like Lovely T, have a mindset like Armand Wiggins. In my journey of when I wanted to become a YouTuber, those are the people I watch. No disrespect to Tasha K. I love Tasha K. I mean, I don't love Tasha K respectfully, but I like Tasha K. I respect Tasha K. And, I love her journey of where she's gotten in her life, but as far as people that I would write down notes from, it would be these type of people. Because when I seen that they were met with adversity, and even if they didn't handle it in the best way, their comeback was their strongest asset. And even AT2, if
Right.
I didn't say a name, I apologize. Their comeback was
Totally
their
fine.
strongest asset. And what that is you really focusing on. You got to understand why they want you out. What is about Mel that they want you out? Now you got to go harder, get in your bag, because there's something about you that they want you out. So
Right.
now you gotta say, okay, nah, let me get in my bag. Let me really step my game up. Let me really show them why they gonna hate me. Let me
Yeah.
really give them a reason to hate me, because the hate gonna come. And if the hate is coming, that means something great is coming. So you gotta really just know that if people hating on you, then your time is coming. You gotta step into it and own your role. But you gotta understand that everything ain't worth your energy. And I think that we all, as content creators, when we come in here, we are faced with these type of situations. When I look at, like I said, all those people that I named was faced with some type of big blowout adversity where they were attacked
Mm-hmm.
or slandered, or they had to
Mm-hmm.
fight and this, that, and the
Mm-hmm.
third. And what I
Right.
seen was that they learned, pick your battles. If you got something to say it and be done with it. Don't linger on to it. Say your
Right.
piece if you feel like if it's that strong that you gotta say a piece about it, tell your shit and get the fuck on. I'm sorry if you're not supposed to be cursing on here, cousin.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
But get the fuck on. Get back in your bag because you got other stuff to accomplish. God didn't put you on YouTube, let you get enough subscribers, let you grow to a point where people are listening to you. They're enjoying your content. They're enjoying what you got to say. For you to be wild up in no beef with somebody else, you think the Spirit of the Lord wanted you out here doing that? He didn't.
No,
He didn't.
right.
He didn't put none of us on YouTube to be doing that. It's just unfortunate that we get wound up in this mess because all of us got some type of traumas that we probably are hiding, that we're not dealing with, that we're not confronting. And when we're faced with these people, unfortunately, some of these people are that good to figure out what those triggers are, and they know how to get you. And you got to be smarter than that. And even when you are faced with that type of adversity, focus more on your comeback than your setback. You know what I'm saying? And you know, that's the only thing that you really got to do, Mel. Like, you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, some people could win the battle. It's all about the war at the end.
Okay.
Right.
I appreciate that. Thank you. I'm sorry. I'm a little piece emotional. A little piece
None of that crying shit. You better man up, damn it. No. But really, Mel, I feel like, you know, you probably just needed to hear these words and hear from people that have been through shit, you know. And I'm not going to say, oh, I've been through worse than you. I would never say that or try to compare my situation to yours. But you just needed to hear from people like, yeah, we've been through some shit and this is how we overcame it. This is how, you know, we got through it. And I think once you finally find like what makes you happy and what's working for you, all the shit that comes your way, you just gonna be like, oh, this ain't nothing. Like I already been through something like this. I don't care. I don't give a damn. Right. I'm just gonna ignore it and just never mind it. Once you get to that point, it'll get a lot easier. I know right now it's kind of going through the motions, but you know, once you get to that point to where you're like, I just don't give a damn. Do what you want to do. I'm good. I'm happy. Can you say the same thing? And I'll tell you the truth. A lot of these people can't say the same thing. A lot of them are going through shit that they don't share with us. Mind you, I don't expect them to, but they're going through some shit that they can't even.
Right. And they're using you as an outlet.
Right. It's the projection and the presentation of I'm so perfect and my life is everything and you're nothing. And I'm just like, no, we all go through loss. We all go through, you know, we done been down bad, you know, on a financial or whatever we got going on. But I don't present myself like that. I come on here and again, like I said, I want to entertain, educate, enlighten. That's it. I just want to bring you through a rough moment or a rough patch in your life, or just help you get to your lunch hour, whatever it is that I can do for you on my end. That's all I want to do. But when it's going outside the parameters of YouTube, now where are we going with this? Right. That is out of control. And I would love, and I'm sorry, and if I could just please a little piece of, and again, I'm not trying to dig too deep, and I don't want to hold up too much of your time, but if y'all with a little piece of it, at least for the newer people like myself, or like the up and coming content creators, if y'all could do like a maybe once a master class on my piano a little bit, or just a one time, just a little piece of advice a little bit.
Yeah, and Mel, I'm not mad at you no more, so I will come on your panel.
Oh, well, how you ain't mad at me? What you mad at me?
Yeah, you didn't know I was mad at you? No. You getting terrorized later tonight, by the way. I hope you know that. So you might be crying
again. His anger be like,
oh, be crying again because
no, his anger be no. We not doing that again because his anger. See now, I'm snapped out of it. Because see now, his anger be hidden, and then he want to get mad at me for no other reason. I be like, what happened? You talking about? What you mad at you on Thursday? What the hell happened on Thursday?
Well, he's a nothing ass baby father too, because he couldn't even give me $40.
Oh my Lord. Well, Mel, let me say this.
Pickle juice eating bum.
I'm gonna follow your channel. I don't think we follow each other on Instagram. I'm gonna find you on Instagram and I'm gonna follow you and we can follow each other. Anything that you want to know, you can feel free to contact me. Anybody who knows me knows that anything I know, you know. You know, I'm no gatekeeper. I want us all to grow. Right. But as far as panels, I'm not going to be doing any panels. 82 is my cousin. That's the only reason why I'm here tonight. I want to protect my energy when I come back on YouTube. I don't want to be sideswiped by anything. I want to be in control of what I need to do when I get back out here. So, but I will support you. I will be in your chat. I will definitely subscribe to your channel. I will share your content. You know, I'm full in support for anybody that's out here trying to get to their bag, as I've always been, because we all can grow. There's enough money out here for everybody. It's no reason to hate on anybody. You don't have to hate on anybody to get to where you want to be, because if God wants you there, he's going to put you there.
All
So
right.
I will be in full support of you because I like you. I like
Thank
your content, and I feel like you have something great to offer to YouTube. And anything that I can do, please feel free to reach out to me, and we can definitely have a conversation.
Thank you.
I love that, cuz.
I appreciate that. That's why I start to cry, because I'm like, thank you so much. I'll be like, they like me. They really like me.
Now they already said y'all don't turn this into the goddamn Oprah Dr. Phil show now. Shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to get my Carisha on.
Listen, I gotta get my nuggets. Well, I can. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all wisdom. I really, really do. Because I'm a student of the game. I don't claim to know everything, but I really do want to learn, and I'm a student of the game, and I appreciate that.
Right.
Yeah, no problem. And I want to say, go ahead, Gigi.
No, last thing, because I know you're about to close out. Hold yourself accountable as well. It's okay.
Right. That's a big portion. No, wait,
It's
he's not about to close out because he didn't even go through his list of beefs. Yo, what's going on?
The show. I'm just going
all.
to the next topic.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
No.
I'm about to say, because I'm don't listen.
Don't get to that list.
Don't do
I
me
came
too
here
dirty,
for the list.
sir.
Don't do you too dirty.
Don't do me too dirty, okay? You could do it, lighten it up. If I'm 32, make me like 38, okay? You just go up.
And 82, you better watch what you say, because you know anything you say about me, I'm going live tomorrow and I'm gonna eat you the fuck up. But you know, I love you, baby daddy. Bye.
You can try, but
love you, baby daddy.
Love you too. All right, Aaron. Thank you for coming.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Cuz. Thank you, Gigi. I appreciate you. At AT2, you already know what it is.
You went.
Yeah, I love you, Mel. Thank you. I appreciate you.
Thank you. And you already know I'm here to support you. So
yeah, and you owe me for this therapy session, by the way. You're welcome. And Gigi, thank you for coming up. There is another part too that I want to talk about the beef sector, but that's going to come later on. But I'm going to drop you down now. But I love you, Gigi.
Love you too. I'm right here waiting for you.
Okay. And Cups, thank you for coming up. I appreciate you. And by the way, what I like is that you didn't even mind like talking to them at all. Like you didn't mind talking to Mel and everybody. Like you were all like, "Yo, you can come up." You like. I love that about
you. Know, like, I ain't never running from nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I ain't never running from no conversation. Like.